Good morning. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Usually I schedule my lives at least a couple hours in advance, but today I've just been running around and decided almost last minute to do this. So here we are. It's not going to be a really long one. It's 10:30 here, and I have a meeting at 12. So yeah, we can hang out for about an hour or so. So yeah, good to see everybody. Oh, Candy's live. Good morning, beautiful, kind Marilyn. Oh, good morning, Candy. Great to see you. Yeah, so I whipped up a title in StreamYard. Been thinking of a few things, and we have some stuff coming up this weekend. I don't know if y'all have seen the documentary on twin flames. I'll be binging that today. And my good friend Ash and some other friends, I think, will be doing a live stream on that this weekend. So that's pretty wild. Yeah, there's so much going on in the quote cultiverse, and we're just gonna keep putting material out there, content out there, getting the word out, and getting uh, the input from all of you, because that's really what I love the most. That's why I really like doing. I love doing the interviews and the collabs, but I also love these morning musings when I can just interact with all you guys and see what's on your mind. I love that. So yeah, so yesterday I did 2 streams. One was with my friend Peggy, and we did a wild one on Gwen Shamlin and The Way Down. And I feel like we just scratched the surface on that one. I've been dying to cover that cult, The Way Down and the Remnant Church, Gwen Shamblin. Yeah, that is a wild one. Oh my goodness. We got people coming in. Hey everyone. I'm always so amazed and excited when y'all show up. This is great. Good morning, Maryland. 4:30 p.m. here in the Netherlands. Oh, you're in the Netherlands. That's amazing. Hi, Selma. Michelle and Reese. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle and Reese. Hey, you. Look who's keeping me company while traveling around London. It's you. Okay, so you be careful. Look both ways before you cross the street. Oh, that girl, she scares me sometimes because I can hear the traffic in the background when I'm talking to her. I'm like, be careful. I'm such a worry wart. Yeah, Duncan and most of you know my husband Duncan and my son Carter. He just showed up to go on a hike with his dad, and they're taking Apollo on a hike. I think it's for the first time. I mean, we've taken him on walks, but not like a proper hike, as Kelly would say. And I was I was checking his harness, making sure it wasn't too tight or too loose. I was like making them promise me a million times they wouldn't take him up on the fire tower at the top of the mountain. I was like, make sure he paces himself, bring water. I was a mess. And about my 9-month-old puppy. And I was thinking about that later when I was whipping up this title as what makes you tick. A lot of people tell me I probably have complex PTSD, and Duncan was like, yeah, I think you kind of do. And in a way, he said it kind of makes him understand me a little better because when we're driving around, and he tends to take corners very like sharply and doesn't slow down, and I'm always grabbing that, I call it the oh shit handle. Oh, I'm swearing 4 minutes in. Oh well. Yeah, I was like, ah. And I said, yeah, I know sometimes I act a little irrational. I just want to, wrap everybody in bubble wrap, you know. So watch out, Kelly and Liz. Speaking of bubble wrap, I just want to wrap all my girls in bubble wrap. I know I'm really crazy. Yeah, good to see you, honey. Good to see you. Susan Paris, morning, morning. Thank you all for coming in. Heather from the UK. Oh, trying to click on you. There it is. Oh, hi. I'm on a train to my sister, so I'm only popping in to say hello. Have a great day. Have fun with your sister. Yeah, thanks all of you for coming in. Oh, I will. I told her to look both ways before she crosses the street. Don't talk to strangers. I know I'm a lot. I'm sorry. Oh, Brandy. Hey, crisis anxiety. Hey, Brandy, good to see you. Yeah, Brandy's got a channel. It's really easy to find. It's Christ Anxiety, all one word, and she does lives. And she's ex Pentecostal like me, and just a really sweet person. Auntie, good evening. Good evening. Good to see you. I forget what country you're in. I know you're in Europe somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, my phone's going. I'm just, I'm a mess today. It's like a lot. But yeah, I wanted to just pop on for a little while and just check in. Did, like I said earlier, I did 2 streams yesterday. One with my friend Peggy about Gwen Shamblin, and that was wild because there's so many things besides the way down program that we talked about, the church that she started, and I was thinking about so many things this morning. Spiritual abuse. I was thinking about, like the title says, what makes you tick, and we're we're all similar in some ways, but we're also all different. And I think just that example of me being a little bit too much with the dog this morning. Um, yeah, Duncan was like, "Yeah, I can kind of understand your reactions to things." So I love that that he kind of took a minute to be like, "Okay, I do understand, how you could, maybe overreact a little bit sometimes." And it's just because I I just worry about people, and I realize that sometimes I'm so busy worrying about people that I don't take stock of. I don't know how to say it except I don't worry about myself, which I guess you shouldn't worry about anything, right? But we do. Um, I've been kind of thinking about things like certain habits I have, certain things I'm inclined to do. Like I'll just be totally honest with you guys because we're all friends here. Um, like I can do really, really good with eating during the day, my healthy eating and all that. And then for some reason at night, like you know, I I have insomnia, so I don't sleep a lot at night usually. I think I got like 5.5 hours last night, which is really good for me, almost 6. And yeah, so at night I tend to I don't even know if I'm hungry, but I just like want to like eat like sugar or carbs or something. And last night instead of either doing it or beating myself up about it, I was like it was funny because we just talked about intuitive eating with the Gwen Shamblin thing. And there's she stole that. She stole the intuitive eating thing and put a whole, religious spin on it and made and a whole empire around it. And she didn't make that up, you know? So, one thing I was thinking about that I actually got, something good out of that study was that, learning to listen to your intuition and, without all the obedience, surrender, um, she said God made you, to be addicted, to things, but only to him. So, yeah. Yeah, so that was just some things I've been talking about. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna Hey, Witness, good to see you. And Sophia, hello, hello. Yay, you're here, you guys. Uh, Brandy, question, Marilyn Honig. Do you suffer from ADHD like me? I'm not sure. I haven't really gotten tested. I always, think of ADHD as someone who's, I don't have a huge amount of energy, so I probably don't present as that. But attention deficit, I think, yes, I would say. Like I said, I haven't been diagnosed with anything. Um, I have a really hard time reading. Uh, I mean, I can read, and I mean, I understand words, and I know a lot of definitions, word clearing, done a lot of word clearing, did some this morning. But reading long articles or books, pages, it is really hard for me. So I don't know if I was never tested. I was never texted for dyslexia, but as far as the attention goes, yeah, I noticed that I get distracted easily, and my mind races. So that could very well be. Hans Christian Swartz. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I've also heard that complex PTSD can present as a group of symptoms. Like you could have CPTSD, complex PTSD. Sorry, I can't say it. That's another thing. Is my problem is I can't say stuff. But it can present as that, but you could have um, other things going on, like ADHD symptoms and things, but it could be under that umbrella of complex PTSD. As I say it right? Yeah, yeah. So Heather, I'm adding ADHD and autism to my topic list. Good. Yeah, I think that yeah, I've been thinking about something too, and I don't wanna get all negative. It's not a negative thing, but it's also just something I've been thinking about and contemplating, is that we all have that common goal to see cult abuse stop, and particularly Scientology, because we're in the SPTV space, but also there's so many different types of coercive control and abuse that many of us have suffered, whether it's from a cult or the list goes on, right? One-on-one relationships, cult of one, um, corporate, anything, family cults. There's all kinds of uh, you know, coercive control type abuse. So, with that comes like things that we were just talking about. Um, the 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 symptoms of that abuse. And I think talking about recovery is really, really important too. And I've been on the last several streams, I've been kind of putting that out to you, asking all of you, what are some of the things that are on your mind that you would like to cover? What types of content you would like to see and engage in? And there's a few things that don't necessarily have to do with cults and coercive control, but things such as disabilities and also real like medical trauma. A lot of us have had medical trauma, and I've had at least two people reach out that want to tell their story about it. So I think that um, that's probably something that would be good to talk about, because uh, medical trauma can be also, I think, coupled with um, abuse of, like, how do I want to say this? Like, okay, I'll give an example. When I was finally diagnosed with fibromyalgia, I had gone through a lot of like mental abuse in the process, because not only I was still in the cult, so I had Marlene Sweeney, you know how I like to say her name any chance I get, um, was basically saying that it was the devil, um, it was my, you know, whatever, hidden rebellion, whatever, my own thing. I was crazy or whatever. And then the doctors kind of made me feel crazy at first too, until I finally saw a rheumatologist. And they were just doing test after test and swearing that I had Lyme disease, and they were all coming back negative. And it was traumatic. It was traumatic to get to the diagnosis. So I can imagine how people with um, really serious, not that fibromyalgia is not serious. It's been very serious in my life. It's been very life altering, but people with cancer or things that they have to have long-term care for, I can imagine what, that the toll it takes. So, okay, I keep seeing some great comments, so I'm gonna go through them and star some things. Right. Candy's Life, CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. That that covers a lot, doesn't it? Definitely. Um, Sophia, my mom's got a short attention span and scatterbrain because of her thyroid. Yeah, I've had all that checked. My thyroid seems to be okay. I'm I'm kind of borderline everything, as far as, like, I went the other day and I take 2 blood pressure medications, and one of them had run out for a few days, so my blood pressure was creeping up. It wasn't like, "Oh my god, let's throw you in the hospital," but it was, yeah, a little higher than they wanted to see. But, yeah, my sugars, borderline, my cholesterol, and then nothing really alarming, but it's like, you know, it's, warning signs, like, okay, you gotta hang back and try to take care of things before it gets out of control, you know? Let's see. Candy's Life, Marilyn Honig, do you think you can talk about unexpected yeah, I'm not sure I can say that word on YouTube. We'll definitely look into it. I'm sure there's a way to address it in a way that you won't get in trouble. It's very important to talk about. Yeah, I had a brother who took his life when I was young, when I was 3. But I do remember I remember my mom crying. I remember that, and it's kind of stayed with me. I know that so many people have know people that have done that, and it's definitely important to talk about prevention. And yeah, and there are so many people that have devoted their life to talk about it. But yeah, I don't see why not. Mm, right, just starring some more things. Miss Sunrise Dawn, hello. Hi. Carol Klingon Targe Herder. I like that name. I love me some Klingons. um, Unaliving is somehow, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've gotten used to saying that. At first, it was hard for me to say because I was like, "Unaliving," yeah. It just I don't know, it seemed weird to say that, but that's the way to do it. Yep, we can do that. Um, Nico, I got my ADHD diagnosis yesterday. Yeah, I think that's a good thing when you can, when you know what is happening, you know? When I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, it was definitely a relief, it was a relief to know what was going on. So, crisis anxiety, Brandy, I'm very scatterbrained. Oh my goodness, me too. Me too. Very much so. And, yeah, that's, I guess attributed in my case to, what they call fibro fog. I have a hard time sometimes finding the words for things or getting my thoughts together. I wake up in fibro fog, like, poor hubby. He had something that he wanted me to sign yesterday, and I woke up and I was a little bit grumpy, and I just was not like it's like, "I need my coffee." And he's like, "Oh, I've got that, that document," and I was just like, "Let me have my coffee first." He was, like, trying to tick things off his list, and he'd already been awake for a while, yeah, I was just like, "Wait a minute, I don't even know, like, what my name is right now," you know? But, yeah, I can be very scatterbrained, forgetting things and losing things. Oh, it's awful. I'm trying to discipline myself to put my car keys, on the hook, in the house that, in the near the door where I know where it's gonna be, but, yeah, I'm so scatterbrained I forgot to put it there, you know? Malinas, hey, good to see you. Good evening, lovelies. What makes me tick? Ignorance and judgment paired in statements by people that should know better. Oh my goodness. Yes. Um, yeah, that makes me ticked off. um, I like, and it could be a language thing because Americans say things silly, but I was thinking of like what makes you tick as far as like your innards, like what are some of the things that make you you. But yeah, ticked off is ignorance and judgment. Yeah, I was ticked off about that yesterday and this morning. Um, yeah, I don't wanna get into it, but too far, but yeah, I have been, just trying to ignore some of the statements that have been made about, um, you know, certain people's place in this space. It is SPTV, suppressive person TV, but also made up of a lot of people that were never Scientologists, but are are supporters and allies. So I always want to just herd people together. I want everybody to get along. So I'm just trying to ignore all the little snide comments about, well, you weren't a Scientologist, therefore, what are you doing here? Kind of thing. Because I feel like we all have a voice, we all have a story, and we should be able to tell it, right? Yeah. So, yeah, ignorance and judgment. Yeah, if people don't know where you've been, and the shoes you've walked in, and they're judging you, it's like, fuck them, right? Yeah, whatever. So, Candy's life, often for long periods of time, at Brandy, it mimics so many other symptoms. So that's the complex PTSD. Yeah, I've heard that, definitely. Oh, you're right, Carol. Convenient scapegoats, the devil in them. Yep. Yep. Yep, just blame it on the devil, devil made me do it, right? Nico, I went a med-free week last week. It sucked so bad. Yeah, I can imagine, right? Self-delete is another way to say it. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Pup Groomer. Hello, darling, good to see you. Hello, hello. Um, Nico, knowing helps so much. Getting my Ehlers-Danlos diagnosis was so freeing. Yeah, it really is. It's a relief because then you know what you're dealing with, and you can start to be able to come to terms with it and handle it. You know, definitely. Hans Christian Schwartz. Just because it started in the SPTV space doesn't mean it has to stay that way. I find that a good thing. Yeah, yeah, and I have to say that the what I would call like the bigger channels, the OGs, they've been very inclusive and welcoming. But you get a bunch of people together, and sometimes there are them who like can get a little it can get a little catty. sometimes. So I just ignore it. I'm just, doing my thing and um, happy to be here. I'm very grateful. Auntie, I never miss Marilyn's stream if I can help it. Thank you so much. It's so good to see you. I appreciate that. And we do have some things coming up this weekend. At some point, I'll do a night stream with Doug. We're going to continue our study on language and comparing Scientology lingo with what I call fundy lingo. And it was a really, really good stream. I really had a good time dissecting these things and talking about it. And we only got about 5 or 6 words in, so we have more to finish with that. And Doug wants to do a series on just different terms and tactics and things, and comparing them to fundamental. Uh, off the charts Christianity, culty Christianity the um, with Scientology. He was talking about things like um, NLP and thought thought terminating cliches. I'm super excited about that because I have so many of those that were said to me. And if anybody has any they want to throw out, I love to talk about thought terminating cliches because I don't know, they just make me laugh because it wasn't funny, but I really would like even thought terminate cliche myself if that could be a verb. Like, oh, just trust God, or whatever. Like, there's so many of them, so many of them. Pup groomer, getting ready for doctor's appointments, going to get the documentation to make my dog a legal service dog today. Awesome. That's great. Congratulations. That's a big deal. That's great. Exciting day. Yeah. Yadira, hey. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Candy's Life. SPTV is a community of those who share the same goal and passion for exposing cults, spreading awareness. It's not limited to just Scientology. Absolutely. Very well said. Thank you for that, Candy's Life. Thank you. Hans said, oh, I'm having trouble clicking today. Honestly, the more words you cannot say on YouTube, the more of a cult it says. Yeah, it gets kind of, yeah, right. Don't talk about it. Even if you're trying to talk about something as it's bad, like Germany in the 1930s and 40s, you're not saying, "Yay, that was great." You're saying that's bad, or things like SA, right? You have to say SA. You're not glorifying it. You're just talking about how bad it is and healing from it. So I don't understand that. Yeah. Auntie, I think these smaller channels are more intimate. It's easier to discuss things and not just witness the constant stream of hellos going past one. Yeah, yeah, I do like to watch the bigger channels. The content is great, and I love the creators. But yeah, I see what you're saying as far as the chat goes. I very rarely, sometimes I want to say hi, but then I don't want to have to, try to text. Especially, I'm usually on my phone, so a lot of times I just listen, and I just hope that, my friend who's the creator knows that I care and that I'm listening. But if I say hi, it's hard to tag so many people. And then I don't want to clutter up the chat with a bunch of hellos. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Hey, Retire Red. Hi, sweetie. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming in. Oh, hey, and there's another one of our friends, Jen. Hi, everybody. Uh, so what's today? Today is it Friday already? Oh my goodness. It is, isn't it? So was it Monday? Jennifer from Ego Next Door and I did a stream, and she told her story. So if any of you haven't seen that, I would highly recommend watching that. Definitely. Michelle and Reese, being supportive and in turn being supported is healing. I'm a bit of a hermit. It's better to reach out. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I think this is a great community to be able to do that and your own time and your own pace. Um, there is a lot of support. Yeah. Witness. SBTV, different facets of an amazing huge diamond. Exactly. I love that. Totally love that. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many things to choose from, and different styles and yeah, I love it. Platitudes. Fundies are really into them. Oh, yes. And as was I when I was into fundyism. Too too bad there is no fun in fundy. I know. Yeah. Yeah. What makes me tick? So I think in Europe, what makes you tick means like what makes you ticked off. Like what I would think of what makes you tick is like what makes you who you are, kind of like what are your some of your things. But I guess what could be some of your buttons, right? People will get judgmental and say it's too early for Christmas decorations. I got it. Yes, I get you there. And yeah, when Kelly did her live last week, she's like, I have an important question. Or she just said, I have a question for you all. When is it too early to put up Christmas decorations? And people are saying, whenever you want, and then some people are saying after Thanksgiving. Yeah. Well, Duncan always insists on a real tree, like an actual go out in the woods and drag it. Well, now he goes to a tree farm, but it used to be like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And, so he insists on having a real tree. So we can't put our tree up till after Thanksgiving. Otherwise, by Christmas, it'll be a fire hazard. And you know how I'm afraid of fire. So, I guess I won't get into the statistics of all that, but yeah. Yeah. So, I want to have a nice fresh tree with lots of water under it. So that's why I don't. And usually, if I have a ton of people coming for Thanksgiving, there's not going to be enough room for everybody. So, retire red. I'm doing my decorating this weekend. No tree this year. I'm starting my Christmas town scene. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, send me a picture. I love seeing those. Yeah. I wonder I don't know what I did with it. I'm breaking my chair. Oh, I'll show you guys some things. See if I can find it. Move Davy out of the way. All right. So last year, I made these things for my store. I used to have a booth in a store, and I made these, and I think I'm gonna maybe keep them, put them on my mantle or something. Because they didn't. I made a bunch of these, and these are the only ones that didn't sell. So there's a Rudolph. Oh, I love him. Yeah, there's a Rudolph. Oh, and that's my thing there. So we got Rudolph and Santa. Oh, can you see him? There's Santa. He's got a little stand. Yeah, and this is my favorite one. If any of you have seen, this is Hermie the dentist. He was so much fun to make. I was thinking of like using this pattern and making like a Davy elf, but then I have one because Claire sent me one. So I've got little baby Davies from his fake space navy. Yeah. So yeah, so I have a lot of Christmas crocheting to do, but I still have some orders. Oh, not enough time in the day. I'm just stirring some things. I gotta watch the time because I can't stay on too long. All right. It's funny the things we talk about. All right, just stirring some things so I don't miss a ton of stuff. La di da. I know you don't want me to sing, trust me. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. It's really sweet. They're really fun to make. Yeah, I had made a bunch of I probably think I made 5 of the big, Bumbles, the abominable snowman, and they all sold, and, I wanna make more because I love making those. I love making those. And my little nephew wanted, some slippers, the Bumble feet, the little toes, and I figured out a pattern to make him little slippers, and he still wears them. And, I think I gave them to him when he was yeah, like, probably 2 Christmases ago, but he still wears them. He just stretches them onto his feet. So funny. Yeah, thanks, guys. Oh, thank you. No. I mean, I guess I'm not always off key. Um, I doubt I'm gonna get demonetized for singing, but, I do like karaoke. I like to sing karaoke. That's about it. I used to sing in church a little bit, but I'm definitely not a singer. My daughter is, my sons. Auntie Marilyn, I believe you're doing good in the world with these streams. Certainly has helped me just by being here in the moment. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate all of you. I really do. I think it is a great space, and yeah, it's really helped me. I said this several times, but it's really helped me to study other cults and to know that I'm not alone, and also, to understand kind of what I went through. And so, maybe people from other cults, such as Scientology, that came out of that, would benefit from learning about Gwen Shamblin and this new stuff that's coming up. So, yeah, I, definitely think it's good to, just keep the education, going out, keep the word, uh, spreading, and, I would love to see something in the schools, especially for, like, high school years, talking about coercive control and, narcissism and, kinda warning kids not only, about cults, but about one-on-one relationships because I don't ever remember anything, like, talking about that at all, and, um, it just I just think it would be a good thing, you know? We're talking about fur babies. Candy's life. I'm going to try to get the videos out that I was working on, when life hit me with a right hook. Yeah, that happens, huh? I think I'm almost ready to come back. Yeah, there we go. Good. Hey, there's our friend Kat. Hey, good morning. Great to see you. Yeah, just going on. Yep, Christmas crochet. You can crochet so much Christmas stuff. I've made ornaments. One of my favorite is it those you get in a box those, glass, painted glass balls that or they look almost like they're metal, but they're breakable. I used to crochet, like it's almost like a doily just to go around with, like, lace and it fit perfectly around those. I used to love to make those. I think I still have a couple that didn't get broken, but, yeah, I'm getting excited about Christmas. Um we don't always have to talk about, uh, cults and Scientology, right? We can talk about crap. It's in the name of my channel, so we can talk about crafts. We can talk about Christmas, another C word. Yeah, why not? Yadira. In Puerto Rico, many have already put up decorations outside since November 1st, but I always begin decorations after Thanksgiving, but before December 2nd because it's my birthday then. Oh, nice. My birthday's in December too. Yeah. Yeah, just Just a really wild fact is, of the survivors, of the fire, in my house when I was young, um, the 3, siblings that survived, myself, my sister Sherry, and my brother David, the 3 of us were the only sibling survivors, and all of our birthdays are in December within a week of each other. So, there's the 12th, the 15th, and the 19th is mine. So, yeah, that's wild, huh? Um, I always wondered that. It was like, well, I could see 2 of us, but 3 of us? That was just it's just a strange coincidence. Yeah. I don't know how I got on that. Again, scatterbrain, like butterfly, like, "Oh, yeah, talk about that." I'm just gonna grab some water. Alright. Retired red, fake tree here due to my sinus issues. Yeah, I can imagine. I try to decorate early because I pull that sucker down by day after Christmas. There you go. See, we usually Dunk likes to keep it up till New Year's usually, but it kind of depends. If we get a tree that's, starting to look too ragged and dry, and I'm always like, it could catch on fire. So kind of depends on what kind of tree we get. Um, Witness, FYI, something to consider. I thought everyone saying hi in chat is genius. Every chat interaction on stream drives the video higher. Oh, there we go. In the algorithm for future. Okay. Say hi away then. Yeah, I wasn't picking on that. I was just saying, like, in the bigger chats, if I say hi, then I feel bad if I don't say hi to everybody back, you know? So that's kinda what I was saying is that, I don't want anyone to feel left out, so and then I feel like I am, like, I guess cluttering it up is not a good word, but yeah, just saying. That was just my thought. Yeah, catch up on these comments. Oh, there's Poet. Hey, Poet. Am I missing anyone else? Good to see you. Brandy says, "Y'all, I'm gonna try to do more lives." Awesome. Yeah, that's great. I was joking with Ash from That's So Fucked Up podcast, and she's doing a live, her first live recording of the podcast. Her and Fallon is her co-host. I think it's at 3 o'clock Eastern today. So tune in for that. It's going to be really cool because they're doing, let me see if I can find the link. I can put it in here. They're doing how I think it's how like romantic shows can be kind of culty. I think probably like things like Bachelor, stuff like that. Sounds really fascinating, really cool. So bear with me, guys. I'm gonna see if I can find. Oop, I thought it would just come up. Oop, mm, I can't spell. All right, I'm pretty sure she already has it scheduled. Yes. Okay. Share. All right. See if I can share this. Okay, I just shared the link to. Did it work? See if it worked. Sorry about the silence. Okay, hopefully it worked. So, oh, okay. So just going down the more of the comments, I gotta catch up. But great to see you guys, and yeah. Oh, hey, BTS Jeff. Hey, great to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Lene. Hey, friend. Haven't seen you in a while. Got off Facebook. Bad stuff going on there these days. Oh, boy. Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah. Facebook drama, huh? Does sound interesting. Yeah. Ash is doing a stream on, yeah, the romantic shows, how they can be kind of culty. Um, yeah, I'll admit, Duncan and I used to watch Bachelor? What was the one with all the girls? Bachelor, right? And, oh my god, the girls would just be there was so much drama, and I can imagine holding them in that, you know, in that big mansion or whatever for weeks on end. It could probably get a little culty, and the, producers, have to kinda keep them in check and everything. But, we used to we used to, like, joke around, like, we'd have, like, a beer or something, nothing no shots or anything, but we'd be like and we'd drink every time they'd say, like, "falling for you," or, just certain phrases that they always said, so we made a drinking game out of it. But, yeah, I'm sure it can be really culty, so I'm definitely gonna try to tune in for that. Yeah. Sophia, it's gonna be the first holiday as a family in the same house again, which is as cute as it's unexpected and weird. I can imagine. Yeah. Yeah, holidays can be interesting with family, but, yeah, they're family. I'm pretty excited, about seeing everybody. I got, like, 25 people coming for dinner, so, I'll probably be a little scarce next week. I'll be here probably through Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm gonna be cooking all day, but I love it. I love it. On a Hallmark Channel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, um, that probably will come up in Ash's stream, definitely. But that's exciting because it's their first, recording. They're kind of moving over to YouTube, but keeping their podcast, so they're going to record their podcast live on the stream and have it be, That's So Fucked Up Live. So, I think that's genius. Really, really cool idea. Yeah. Yeah, so I won't keep this too long, unless anybody has any thoughts or questions. I just wanted to kind of check in and talk about some things that have been on my mind, do a little bit of recap of the week, and if you're just coming in, you can watch the replay if you care to. But nothing super urgent, but I just like to connect with y'all because I've had a lot of guests lately, and I like these one-on-one or 33 on one right now talks that we have, and just listening to you all and hearing what's on your mind and seeing what makes you tick, right? What makes you ticked off and what makes you tick. So, oh, someone has a thought. Marlene Sweeney. All right, let's do this. You know how I love to mention her name any chance I get because she earned it. There it is. Because she earned it along with David Miscavige. So I got one of my favorite cups today that my cheeky little son Carter got me, and different strokes. Love me some Gary Coleman. What you talk about, Willis? Yeah. So everybody drink some water, coffee, whatever, wherever you are in the UK. Wine. Yeah. So her name is Marlene. That ain't water. Well, that's cold coffee, actually. Scout's honor. Yeah. Selma, thanks, Marilyn. Sorry, chat. I wasn't talkative, but I love you all. Red face, red heart shape. That's okay. We're just glad you're here. You don't have to be super chatty like me. Yeah. Hit the like button. Yes, please. That would be great. Thank you. Kat, do you want to be a mod? You you seem to be on top of things. I wouldn't put that on you, but yeah, honestly, my poor friends, uh, like Denver Steve-O, I mean, he's working. All my other friends, my friends with wrenches, are you know doing different things. So yeah, if any of the regulars, wouldn't mind, I'd be happy. Oh, you will? Okay, all right. Tell you what. Yeah, because Kat is with me every morning. Not no pressure. You don't have to be, but, uh, there you go, and if I find probably don't need that many, but if I find I need more, I'll put it out again. So, you can test it, Kat, see what happens. Yeah. So, okay, so I added Kat because she was the first one, but if I find that I need more, I'll definitely put it out there again. So, oh, sleeping with Steve-O. Are people still sleeping with Steve-O? He had one last night, I saw. Yeah. Is he still going, with that for I know he's still going with it, but oh, thanks. Okay, Miss Sunrise Dawn, Grace Anxiety. Yeah, I know you're busy, honey, and you have your own channel, Grace Anxiety. Um, oh, Candy's Life. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you all in mind. Um, yeah, nice. Because I do have some things coming up. With other creators and some interviews as well. I really like to have a mod for those because then I don't have to worry about watching for trolls or if there's usually our chat's usually really cool and really chill, but it is nice to not have to worry about that. And sometimes I have like Peggy or even Kelly offers or Michelle, whoever in StreamYard to start questions if I know it's going to be a really intense stream with a lot of comments and questions. And I like to be able to concentrate on my guest and also engage the chat. So yeah, it's like a juggling act. It's really I definitely don't want to try, I don't want to let anything go. So it's taken a little while, but yeah. Yeah. So everybody, I don't know if I'll be on later. Waiting to hear from Doug on which day he wants to continue our talk about the Fundy slash Scientology language and words, and we're going to be, I think, continuing that and also delving into some other things. So that's usually a night thing, and I don't know if I'm going to get a nap today. We'll see. But, definitely check out and see if I can and this is where a mod would really come in handy. Um, paste. This is Ash's stream later. You can even just click on it and kinda keep it on your browser. That's, what did she name it? It's, That's So Fucked Up Podcast Live, and this is creepy cult behavior in romance reality TV. Very interesting. Yeah. Oh, Doug, yes. Yes, I love me some Doug. He's such a good guy. Oh, he is. Oh, witness. Marilyn, I'm working most weekdays, so I'm in and out, but I can help you some nights and weekends. Okay, that's good to West Coast. Oh, perfect. Maybe if I don't have anyone for like the Doug streams, that would be great because at night, um, yeah, we usually go on pretty late, like 10 o'clock my time, so 7 o'clock West Coast. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. You can witness. You can try to think. Are we friends on Facebook? Or you can email me. It's just my channel name with Gmail at Gmail. So coffeecultsandcrafts@gmail.com. I really love Ash. I know. Oh, I just adore her. I'm so glad she came into this little YouTube space here. I love it. Yeah. All right, guys. I've I've gotta get ready for a meeting and, stay tuned for the weekend. I'm not sure exactly when we're gonna be talking about, like, twin flames and different, like, things like that, but we are definitely I'll be on with Ash at some point and probably some other friends and, have some things coming up and yeah, so, have a great day and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye.